puddles. They're not big puddles, but any puddles right now are not a good thing. Just shy of 2 tenths last night. It's Monday morning, May 8th. So they're flying the ointment for yesterday. Turned out to be true when they said there could be a chance of showers Sunday night. Yeah. So chances are we're not doing anything today. I mean, I'm not going to zoom in, but you can tell the dirt in that field that was chiseled 2 weeks ago or whatever it was is still dark. Hoping maybe tomorrow afternoon get on some raw ground, but yeah. So it's not super late yet, but I mean, the end of the week is the middle of May, so, or I should say the first of next week, but so yes, we want to get going, but it is what it is. So, and I'm not going to mud anything in yet, but they do show again from today, Monday the 8th, right through like Wednesday the 17th, supposedly beautiful, other than next Sunday, Mother's Day, a week or 6 days from now. There's another, could be a fly in the ointment as they call it. Yeah, somebody needs to swat that fly. All right, I got these out. Got the 6420 on the Tyler spreader right now. 5115 is just on the Big Bruns 400 bushel fertilizer wagon for now. That's not what I'll be towing it around with. Actually, probably be that. But they are coming this afternoon, sometime early afternoon, he's thought, to fill both of those up. So tomorrow morning, hopefully, I can go start spreading some fertilizer. All right, still waiting for the fertilizer to show up. So I thought I'd piss a few people off. So I got my chemicals delivered the other day. This stuff here, Honcho K6, is my glyphosate, aka Roundup. You know, that horrible thing that's killing us all. Okay, then of course I got seed. Still waiting for some. I don't know what that's all about. Some corn, beans, whatever. So on Instagram, I got into it with a person that was talking about how Roundup's killing us all, you know. Been around since the 1970s. Most farmers that I know, or that I've known, like my father, my uncle, neighbor, whatever, you know, lived to be in their 80s and 90s. But it's killing us all. So this one person I got into it with about this and GMOs, you know, genetically modified organisms. The whole Roundup thing, they're like, well, by the time we got done with our going back and forth argument, well, imagine if it's getting into the soils. Imagine if it's getting into our water. Imagine. Well, I told this person, I don't live in imagine world. I live in reality. So that Roundup right there, I spray 24 ounces to the acre. And the water that goes through my sprayer, I'm spraying 10 gallons to the acre. Now, an acre is roughly 210 by 210 feet, 209, something like that. So I want you all to take 24 ounces of something, pour it in, divide it between two, 5-gallon pails, and then take 2 5-gallon pails worth of water and go out and measure off an acre and show me that you can pour that precisely enough, or put it in a squirt bottle, something, and cover that entire acre and tell me how much you see that you're putting on, because it is so minute and it's pretty much the only thing that kills most of the weeds. And if you look up Roundup, or glyphosate is the name, aka Roundup, from the EPA, they show studies that have shown it is not a carcinogen. It does not cause cancer. But of course, all these lawsuits, where are they filed? California. Imagine that. Who will find whatever they want to find because they're California. It's kind of like everything you pick up, you buy a lawnmower. I mean, I swear to God, California has to have special made shit in order to use in their state. So of course they win all the lawsuits in California. And then the whole genetically modified bullshit, everything we plant is just killing everybody. It's like I told the person, do you think the tomatoes, the potatoes, the whatever you're eating today is the same as it was 50 years ago? You don't think that they've, rebred those and modified those to make them better, grow better today? Everything is genetically modified. So I don't care. I mean, some of you want to argue with it in the comments, go for it. But is there shit out there that's bad for us? Yes. But I don't wear the tinfoil hat. I might be a conspiracy theorist, and of course, most all those conspiracies are coming true. But do these people that are trying to kill us have their own special farm somewhere that grows their food? It's kind of like the chemtrail thing, You see the nonstop. Oh, maybe they are trying to fuck with the weather. I'm not saying they're not. But the people who say the chemtrail stuff is just, it's all poison, they're trying to kill us. Where the fuck are those people hiding that are doing it to us? Because every day you see it with planes. You see, a lot of it's contrails and everybody says it's the chemtrails. But if they're doing it every day like they're claiming, do those people have a bunker that they go hide in? Do they hide their friends and family in it too? Because if it's happening every day like the tinfoil hat people think, where are those people hiding to avoid it? I mean, you gotta draw a line on where your common sense comes in. But this whole thing about GMOs and all that, I mean, we would starve to death without today's technology. And like I said, if you think you're eating the same tomatoes you were 50 years ago, guess what? You're not. Over the years, they've been genetically modified. It's those scary words, genetically modified. They love to use the scary words. Fear is the number one persuader. Let's remember that. Didn't we just learn that over the last 3 years? Yeah. All right, so you got a little rant in here too. Unfortunately, the longer it goes before we can start plowing certain fields, the more shit that you don't want growing is growing. Spreading fertilizer, putting some potash on. A lot of wild onions growing in this field. Yes, that's what that is, folks, wild onions. They really smell when you're tilling the field up. So if you don't like onions, you wouldn't like being in a tractor tilling these fields up. But getting some potash spread on some ground that needed it. So that's the first exciting thing of the day. And then after this, I'm going to try and go back to chisel plowing. So we'll see. I don't know. As you can tell, it's still kind of dark, the ground in places. Of course, this field is wetter than some of the ones at the home farm anyhow, but gotta get moving. So it's Tuesday morning. They say good right through like sometime Sunday. It's the next time it's supposed to rain. All right, we are back chisel plowing. This is that big 45-acre weird ass shaped field, so I split it up. Could it be a little bit drier? Yeah. I mean, it ain't bad. A couple hours of sun on that and that'll start drying up. There's one little tacky spot in the side hill there, but it's Tuesday and they say chance of rain again Sunday and Monday, so can't wait till Friday and Saturday to try and start tearing a bunch up and get it all planted in a day. So we are going. I'll try to get some, fancy views with the magnet and whatnot, putting it out there. Oh, and the wife will be coming up with the blue tractor to pick stone here in a little while, so we'll get a little footage of that too.
field now with the pretty blue tractor picking stones. Look, she's waving. Alright, I'm going on this side of the hill, so I'm going to lose her. Look at that in front of the window. On this knoll where it's, you know, fairly dry, got a little dust flying. Alright, let me, come on, zoom button. Trying to steer and hit the zoom button. Alright, because now I'm actually getting a little closer to the wife again. I'm not on the other side of the hill. I know, the mirror's there, all that shit. That's what you do around here. You pretty much just drive around looking for rocks and then pick them with a rock picker. I can tell already that she doesn't bounce around as much in that tractor because it's got bigger tires, wheelbase is set a little wider, and it's a little bigger frame. So I'm sure she likes that part better. But that's what we got it to demo for right there. Running the rock picker. And obviously if we were to buy it, which I'm not saying we are, that would plow snow in the winter. Obviously would do all of our loader work. It's the tractor that gets run year round. So it would also do the augering in the winter when we're loading trucks and whatnot, but just so you know. Alright, those are the ones we definitely pick. That's a big one. But obviously we pick others too. And no, for those of you that have been with me for a while, yes, we have very rocky ground. We don't pick every single rock because you'd be here forever, but you can see some out there. You know, pretty basically, I don't know. There's a decent sized one out there. That one's borderline. Pretty much volleyball size or bigger we pick, or else you'd be picking for, I don't know, this 40 acres you could pick for 3 days if you wanted to pick all of the smaller ones. I don't know, well, you can see that one out there, but that's about as big as the one that I just showed you. So, but we get some big ones. But no, we don't pick every one of those that you see down there because, like I said, you'd be all day and you wouldn't get a whole lot done. There's one right there. So that's what we picked, so now you know. Alright, fuck you, YouTube. It's Ario. Come on. Doing my headlands. And you make me cry. Believe it's time for me to fly. You guys haven't heard me sing since last fall, so alright, I'll quit now. Alright, so she found the USB port, so now she's gonna have to teach me where it is in that combine.
The radio has Bluetooth.
And seeing I never figured it out last year, but it's got the phony things. Alright, so we put that box of seed on for morning. I have a meeting. I'm on our county soil and water board at 9. She's gonna fit everything that we just did, so it's ready for me when I get home to plant. So now she's gonna tell you what she thinks of the tractor.
I like the tractor.
Hurry up, we're running out of percentage here.
Just said I like the tractor. What more do you want me to
We'll
say?
compare it to that one. What do you like? I noticed she didn't bounce as much because it's a bigger tractor.
Yes, I can go. I definitely like the gear, the way it works. You know, the shifting, because I can like go much faster. I don't know. Oh, I do like the fact that I can actually have the seat back further. So I said they don't make them for short people. I don't know what the difference is with the clutch and the brake, but I can have the seat back further and still, and the clutch is easy to push in compared to that one. My leg didn't get sore.
So
overall, I like it.
John Deere needs to bring us a tractor, but we're not a BTO, so we won't get one. For those of you who don't know, that's Big Time Operator. You see them on YouTube. They get all the free shit from John Deere. We're just a little guy, so.
I mean, overall, I do like it.
All right, so there you got it, folks. She likes it. I haven't really driven it enough. I do want to try and put the forks on it sooner or later and lift up when we get into beans, the bean boxes, to see. I got to actually just try and see if our forks
will fit on it, because I don't know if they will. If they don't fit, then we're screwed and we won't be doing that, but we'll find out. But all right, we're gonna call this a video. It's long enough. Tomorrow, field cultivating and planting. Unless she takes some video with her phone of field cultivating, you're not gonna get any of that in the next video. Well, I'm not saying you won't, but you'll get some planting because I'll have the camera with me. All right, check out the Grumpy Farmer apparel. And there's not going to be a one more thing tonight unless she reminds me of something. All right, so there is one more thing. Her dislikes, the cup holder.
Well, I didn't think the cup holder.
I agree with her.
The would make or break the tractor.
The cup holders suck because
Really?
they're in the fold down part of the buddy seat.
Well, they're not just in the fold down part of the buddy
and that's
seat.
the only one that there is.
Well, it's not just that. The one I put my my water bottle in it and it just falls out.
And she says it doesn't turn very sharp. Well, it's got stoppers and they need to be adjusted for sharper turning. And the hydraulics are very touchy, but it's brand new. She ends up getting into float sometimes because it like takes which they probably can be adjusted to. I don't know about New Holland.